Welcome back to this episode of In the Garage. Today we're going to be getting our first in-depth look at just how bad the inside of this car really is. I appreciate you showing back up and hanging out with us. And hold tight, we'll get started. Fellers and fellettes, it's not really that bad, to be honest with you. Relatively speaking, I have seen some pretty crappy stuff. We do have a hole here, and most likely what we're gonna have to do is just, come back here all the way down to this seam, and then come up, make us a patch panel there. We're gonna have to do the same thing here. We're gonna cut off probably all the way over to this seam, and we'll put a decent sized patch panel in that. That way we can get up and away from all that rust. This stuff here is just surface rust. That'll all scrape off with a wire brush. We do have the typical 57 Chevrolet rust, which is down below the deck lid, down in here. Actually went through back in here, and if I had to guess, this down here don't look that bad, but it does go through right here, right back in there. We'll contend with that when we get to it. Down in the spare tire, this is nowhere near as bad as what I thought it was going to be. So what we'll do here is we'll just, that's dented up. I think something come up and hit that and started the hole, and then the rest of it started rusting out. But everything in here is solid as a rock. So we'll just take and cut probably all the way over, and then we'll have to re-drill the holes for any type of I think rubber plugs go in here for any type of drainage that might have got in here. We've got another pretty crappy place right here, and it's gonna be a little tough to contend with. Not 100% sure. It's going to have to be a patch panel, but it's going to be a little bit complicated. We will certainly have to contend with that. But on a high note, or good news, the shock mounts are in great shape. I mean, I've seen this whole panel here. I've seen this whole panel up here completely rusted out before. And man, not a bit of rust. Factory paint still on it. So that's great news. This part is nowhere near as bad as what I've seen in the past. But we'll move around to what I've got done in the front so far. We knew about that. You knew that was coming from the thumbnail. So basically, we're gonna have to buy this patch panel. I'm not 100% sure how big the patch panel floor pan is going to be. I don't know if the patch panel is going to come far enough back for the seat holes that bolt the seat down, or whether it just, you know, stops right here. I'm not for sure. But it got up into the transmission tunnel, and I'm not for sure. I think that the patch panel actually comes up to half of the transmission tunnel over here. We're gonna have to replace the this front brace. It's rusted out where the body mount bolt is. That's actually the body mount bolt, and I'll show you just how weak that is. There's your body mount bolt. So this brace down here is in good shape, but the floor brace, that's going to have to be completely replaced, this whole piece, most likely on both sides. This part of the floor is in great shape. The tunnel back here is in good shape. The transmission tunnel back here is in good shape. We'll move around to the passenger side. It's not as bad. It is bad, but it's not as bad. The floor panel here is in good shape, but we're still going to have to replace this floor brace, the same as the one over there on the driver's side. That whole floor brace is going to have to be replaced, and if I'm going to do that, then it may make sense to go ahead and just chop this part of the floor pan out all the way up to the kick panel. Get that out of the way. That way we have full access to this brace. Go ahead and replace it, and then lay our patch panel in here. We've got another patch panel we're going to have to put right here. But the floor here is in good shape. And again, the drive shaft tunnel over there is in good shape. I mean, actually, you can see where the paint has come off. That's clean metal right there. I mean, that's in great shape. Good news, the posts, they are still solid mounted. I have actually seen these so rusted that you could pull them loose from the floor. That one over there is in as good a shape, so that's great news. The dash is phenomenal. No rust. Maybe at a later date we'll get you up under the dash, and it doesn't even look like the wiring has ever even been messed with. Which the years that it was on the road, that makes sense. It wasn't on the road, but from 57 to 70, 71, so it only had 99,000 miles on it, so it makes sense that most everything wasn't messed with. But you know, it is what it is. tell you guys, I have seen a lot worse. We're gonna have to have one patch panel right here. And I believe that is all we got over here on the back of the passenger side. Hey, if anybody knows exactly what those are used for, there's one there. There is another one. Where's the other one at? Oh, and right there. It's like something connects to them or something. I'm not for sure. Somebody knows what those are. Bleep them down there in the talk box and let me know, because I don't know. It's on both sides. Got them right there too. One there and one there. But let's see. The body mount bolts are in great shape. No rust around them at all. So that's really good news. Again, the drive shaft tunnel is excellent. The back here is excellent. Under the seat is excellent. It looks a little rough, yes, but I think you guys are going to be pretty shocked. For an initial cleaning, I can't really complain. I mean, I've seen so much worse. Over on this side is a little bit worse. So let's see. I have a patch panel here, and I'm probably going to cut this whole section and put a patch panel there. That is the only, yeah, that's the only patch panel back here. Again, body bolt is excellent. Shock mounts are excellent. Haven't fooled with the storage tray in the back of the back glass yet. We'll get to that later. But I'm gonna leave all this seam sealer. I'm gonna leave all this stuff intact for now. When I come back and really get this thing ready for pour 15, I'll dig all this stuff up, pour 15 it, and then I'll go back and address the rest of that stuff. Don't really know what these are for. I'm just going to assume that they have something to do with the back seat. I'm not for sure. There's one there, one over there, and they both come out, and they're both in excellent condition, whatever they are. Not for sure. But, oh, and one more place right there. I'm going to have to cut that little section out. For an initial cleaning, I can't complain at all. I think it looks phenomenal, and it's, you know, nothing that, you know, a little bit of work can't fix. Now, of course, on the front, you know, up there at the toe boards where those floor braces and all that stuff is, that's going to be pretty in-depth. I have never replaced floor braces. Well, as a matter of fact, I've never replaced floor panels, the floorboard before. We're not going to do the whole floorboard, but I mean, y'all are going to watch in real time me learn how to do this. You know. show you all this. So this pan up here has got a body bushing right here, and got some sort of what do you call these, locking tabs, and that's what holds that piece on there, and keeps the vibration down. The bolts go up through here, and they're also held in place with some tabs over the top of the bolts. Just want to document that. Alright, that's what's left of the bushing. So all right, well, fellers, that's the front end apart. One step closer. It ain't gonna be long. We're gonna be pulling that jewel out and getting the body and everything off this thing. I gotta build a frame and do some measurements from that body mount bolt back to that body mount bolt, and we got to build a frame so when I pull this body off, we can just pick it up and set it over on that frame, roll it around, get it out of the way. I got a friend at work who has a friend that does sandblasting and what do you call that, powder coating. So I'm gonna talk to him. It depends on how cheap it is. If it's cheap enough, I'll get him to powder coat and sandblast and do all the frame and all that stuff. And but I don't know, but I believe we're gonna end it off right there. If you hung out this far, I appreciate it. For those who are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hit your nail, boys. messed that wording up. Bell notification. Subscribe, bell notification. Hit the like button, hit the share button. And we will see you on the next one. Y'all go do some work.